All right, 2 minutes to go. Just gonna try and start 2 minutes early, just to make sure everything's working. Test 1 2, test 1 2. Let's check it out on Twitch. Hey, hey, is it working? Watch now. Okay, cool. Let's check the chat's working. Okay. All right, awesome. There we go. Okay. All right, just gonna give it a minute or two. Never know, somebody might turn up. I had quite a few people yesterday, but of course, because I don't get notifications when people are chatting and focused on that monitor over there, then I don't see people coming in. So yeah, I'm gonna try and pay more attention to that today. All right. I'm just gonna wait till 8 o'clock. That's when I set the stream was gonna start. Okay. All right then. Time to get started. So been a long day. Tired. Let's see if we can do this in an hour. I'll get a rough version working. So yesterday, I worked on this route to go from one loot location to another, and it's just basically a simplified version of the move to cover system. So the move to cover system, as you can see here, it's this white circle debugger, which shows where they're going to. He should move in a minute if the path is invalid. Okay, cool. So basically that white circle, there's one on the ground, there's one up top, and that debugger's there because sometimes the one on the ground is in an invalid location. So the white one up top, that helps discover it, discover where it's trying to go to. And here we've got an impossible situation where there's only 2 pieces of cover. Or probably all the pieces of cover that they can go to are the ones which aren't possible to get to. Okay, cool. Well, better to find it out now. So basically, it's what we're gonna do today is we're gonna try and make a system where the AI is at the start of the game. It's gonna decide a route to go and find loot in the level, basically. I was really racking my brain about this yesterday. One of those almost keeping me up things because I kept feeling that my brain was coming up with the most complicated solutions before it manages to come up with the simpler ones. So basically, let's just zoom out and take a look. We've got 3 colors. These are meant to be loot locations. Later on, they will actually have loot boxes inside of them, or chests, or whatever you want to call them. And then the whole idea is that the AI squad goes to the first loot location. So normally with these guys, they would have gone to this green one first because it's the closest. Go there, hit the chests, grab the stuff, which is for later. Once it's cleared, or the best stuff's been taken, go to the next one. So, you know, I think it's actually not that difficult to do programmatically. So what I did yesterday was something I've been trying to do the last year or two is make my notes, write it all down, get the logic and the flow down. So basically, what I came up with was this. The list has to be generated based upon a squad personality. For now, I'm going to just pick like 3 modes just for testing to keep it simple. So like super aggressive, which means they're gonna head towards the rare loot locations, as in first. You know, they're gonna rush there, and if you've got 2 aggressive squads, they're gonna probably meet each other. Cautious, there's a chance they'll do a rare, but they're probably going to hit the common, uncommon spots, but there's a chance they'll hit the rare. And then stealthy, not the best word, but they don't want to have confrontation, and they're not going to do a rare. They'll probably do the common and maybe a few uncommons. I'm hoping that this will mean that you don't get all these AI squads which all end up following the same route, because of course that's going to be a problem then. Then there's no emergent gameplay that emerges. So the structure, the logic, and the code that I want to work on is basically get a list of all of the loot locations. So common, uncommon, rare. Sort the list based upon distance. So right now we do not care about whether it's uncommon, common, or rare. So we just sort the list by distance, closest to furthest. We then remove the types that the squad won't go to. So for example, the aggressive squad will definitely go to rare, and there's a chance it will go to uncommon, but it will not go to common spots. So with an aggressive squad, we take out all the common locations just out of this list, basically. So we should actually do that before we sort it. That's way easier. So let's do it the other way around. So remove the things that aren't applicable to it. I want to add a touch of randomness in a bit, like if it's an aggressive squad and there's 2 rare loot locations like now, there's a chance they'll always go to one, and there's a chance they'll go to both. Okay, that's great. That will cause different things to occur. So what we do then is we get the closest loot location out of the list where we've taken everything away, and what's left is valid for that squad type. So we say get the closest, and we just add that one to the loot location list to visit. So we're going to make a new list, loot locations to visit. So we're going to add that to the list. Okay. Now what we do is we say, okay, that is now the new point where we're going to check the distance from. So if we look here on the screen, let's grab the squad manager. It's here, right? So we're going to say, okay, you know, get all the lists, get all the locations there that are valid, you know, these kind of places, and we remove the ones that we're not going to go to, and then we sort the list by distance. So let's just say, for argument's sake, it's going to use common and uncommon. So this is the closest one. So the squad is going to, oh, come on, Unity. The squad is going to go here, right? So what we do is, you know, we get this loot location, and then what we do is we say that is the new location to check the distance from on the next pass. So basically, I'm very tired, so I'm probably not doing a good job of explaining it. I'll simplify it. Get the closest placed, add that to the list of loot locations to visit. That location now becomes the new point to check the distance from. We remove from the list what we just added to the loot location list. We sort the list again by distance, and we repeat this until we're done, basically. So I wrote a little bit of pseudocode yesterday, not much. It's a bit ugly, it's a bit hacky, as all things are at the beginning when you're not sure if something's going to work out. So basically in the class of squad manager, because I don't want to make this one public across everything. So I've done this public enum, AI squad looting strategy. Only common loot, only uncommon loot, only rare loot, aggressive looting, mixed looting, stealthy looting. Now let's just keep my life simple. These ones for now, I'll just comment them out. I'm not going to use them. So it's aggressive, mixed, or stealthy. And I don't know why I always have the feeling we should be starting with stealthy and then mixed. I don't know why, but it just feels like the right thing to do. Like I said, I typed this yesterday when I was tired. You're gonna hear me say that a lot today. I'm tired. All good though. All right. So thanks, Windows. Cool. All right. exactly what you want in a stream. Okay, so stealthy looting, mixed looting, aggressive looting. So what we're using is the script exclusively probably today in this stream. This is the one I was working on yesterday. You know, so this is, let's make it a bit clearer. Cover, mechanics, loot, location, mechanics, and it can all be cleaned up and optimized. Don't care right now, just want to make it work. Don't know exactly how this is going to turn out, so you can't optimize it yet. So we had this system yesterday where we just actually got all the locations from the locations manager, and we just go from one to the next to the next. And when we get within 5 units of that point, which is like one of these, then what we did was we get the current loot location, which is a number. We're using that to look up things by value in the list, and then we increment that by 1. So we visit it, the new loot location becomes the next one on the list, and there we go. So that, you know, the core stuff is in place, and this is just there to make sure they run, so it doesn't take forever to watch as they walk from one place to another. So okay, so basically we just have to implement that logic. So what I did was I just wanted to do a hello world yesterday, and I was writing some stuff down. So I've got this function called generate loot locations list, and I'm going to want to call that on startup basically. So in start, not awake, because in awake everything has to get generated first. So this is going to be, let's call it stealthy looting. And this one, you know, I wrote something now like stealthy will be 3 to 4 commons, 1 to 2 uncommons, and 0 rares. I don't know. So let's just check that this is connected. So looting strategy is looting strategy. We're passing it through from the squad manager. Let's go here and then make it go back there. All right, cool. So let's just check in the debug log that. Oh. Whoops, 2 commas. All right. Okay. I just want to check that the correct squad personality type is coming through. Looting strategy is set 4. All right, I've messed something up here. What did I do? Is it, can you not have comments in Enum? Does that mess it up? Of course. Why am I giving these? All right, this is combat personality. Been a while since I looked at this. Personality. All right, that's got nothing to do with it. So we go down here. There it is. AI squad looting strategy. It's under squad settings. Okay. Let's see why it's given me the number 4. Stealthy, mixed, aggressive. That's all I want to see turn up here. If you've saved, then the nav mesh freaks out. Okay, I don't know if OBS is broken there, but it says there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people watching. Like, I don't know if this is broken or not. If any of you guys are watching, could you just like type hi or hello? Just so I know if like OBS isn't bugged or something. It could just be awfully quiet and everybody's shy and nobody wants to talk. I just want to see if OBS is working with this. Is anybody there? If so, could you type just hi or hello? I do have a lot of fans that are bots. I think OBS is bust then. Let's just do this. Just to check it. Anyone there? All right, I think OBS is broken, or all you guys are incredibly shy. I'll get either way. Okay. So let's go back here. I got another one of those impossible places. This didn't happen yesterday. All right, don't care right now. Let's just fix that real quick. Yeah, I'm having these like race conditions, it seems, with cover being disabled, which is a major pain, but I am just not going to try and fix that now in the stream. Okay, hopefully that's good now. Yeah, this one probably also needs that one disabled, because it all worked the other day and now it doesn't work. Got to figure out what that is some other time. Okay, back to where we were. All right, so let's clear this. Make the debug log a bit bigger. We're going to be looking at it for a while. All right. Looting strategy is 4. Didn't get that yesterday. Looting strategy, okay. Start because, let's see where it is. Up there. Squad manager is looting strategy, okay. All right, I'm really confused because this wasn't happening yesterday. I swear I'm just probably looking past the obvious. Public enum, AI squad looting strategy. Public is AI squad looting strategy. Go down here. Hey, where do I do this? Ah, there we go. And start soldier AI. Wow, that's really strange. Why is that coming through as a number? Now I'm curious. Let's check. Hey, DeSoto123. Thanks for joining. I don't know if I know you in real life. Either way, thanks for saying hi. I was checking before if I've got like users in chat or not. It was either very quiet or people were nervous to talk. I'm not sure. All right. Wow. All right. Okay. Let's see what happens if I just put this back, because I have no idea why. I don't know what it broke, and I'm probably just too tired to know this. Okay, let's do this. Do I get an error now? Brain really isn't on tonight. Okay, let's try it again. Right, now it works. It says mixed looting. All right, what did I break? For the love of... Did I even break something? I mean, if I just delete these 3, right, do this. That shouldn't break anything. No idea why it's passing it through as an integer. I mean, I know you can pass it through as an integer because it's an enum, but that's not what I want to see. I want it to be readable. Let's check. What am I going to get? Now it becomes 4. This is really unusual to me. There isn't a 4 anyway. It's 0, 1, and 2. Okay. This has to do with initialization, I think. Well, no. Come on. Give me the squad man. Give me that soldier. All right, what's going on now? Let's click squad manager. Ah, it's blank. Wow, okay, so I didn't know that. By deleting this, it doesn't go to a default. It could be because I'm not defining a default, but normally enums go to the very first value in the list. Okay, cool, doesn't matter. I can I can do something with this now. So let's just make it the way I wanted it to be. Okay. All right. So the squad manager, I think it's because it's prefab, and I don't think I've added it to the prefab. Don't care. Let's just put it on stealthy looting. Let's save, press play, and then hopefully I get the right debug error. Wow, that took longer than planned. Stealthy looting. Cool. And let's put it on aggressive just to check. It's going to be a long night. Aggressive looting. Cool. Okay. So I'm going to work with fixed numbers now, and I'm not going to do anything with generation because I want to just keep it simple and get that working. So, all right. So green was common, yellow was uncommon, and for some weird reason, I have more uncommon than I should. Let's add a few more of these because they're common, and to add a little bit more variety to the level. And they also need to extract get out. I'm coding that later. I'm just going to be happy if we pull this off tonight with how the start has gone already. Okay, so let's just check the loot locations holder is working. So we should have more common loot zones than anything else. 7, 3. There's no rare loot zones. Okay. All right, that's weird because they're in there. So there's a mistake in my code here, or a typo. Right, rare loot zones list, location to location type, rare loot. Rare loot. Okay. Did I write it correct? Yeah. Else if location dot get component dot bump. So let's look at location. Common loot, uncommon loot, rare loot. It's public. All right. Okay, so this is the thing we got to fix like right now. As I said, this hasn't been used yet. So the locations manager is going to fill up with everything. Small. Oh, they're called small. They should be called common. Ah. All right. May as well do it good now. Yeah. So we're going to go to the prefabs. Otherwise, it's just going to bite us later. Loot locations manager. Common, uncommon, rare. Okay, you know what? We are just going to clean slate. That will go way, way quicker. So we're going to go get rid of environment here. Just be gone. Okay, we're going to pull in a common, put it there, and this should go quick now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just do 8 of them. And we're just going to dot them around. We're going to make them just spread nicely over the map. These are just going to be everywhere, basically, in a level. You know what? Let's put one in the middle. Don't know. Let's put this one here. Yeah, okay. So then we're going to get uncommon. Yeah, we're going to pull that in. Okay, cool. And we're going to do 4 of these, I suppose. So let's just do this. 2, 3, 4. Okay, get this. Actually, let's just do 3. God knows why. All right. So we'll get this one. You know, and these need to be a bit more dangerous, but therefore a bit better with the risk and reward. Let's put this one here. And let's put this guy, I don't know. This is just to test, so I shouldn't worry about it so much. All right, rare. Let's pull that in. I'm going to put 2 in the level. So we're going to put 1 here in the middle. I'd say rare is normally kind of located near the center of a level. We'll just make another one. And you know what? We'll put this one. Clueless. Clueless. I have no idea. I don't know how this is going to work. I shouldn't overthink it, I suppose. Just leave it there for now. All right. Back on track. Loot locations holder. Let's check if it works now. Don't know why it didn't work. I know what it is. I didn't set the loot location type here. It's rare, but it needs to be rare. There. I should now update these guys. Okay, and let me just check. Uncommon is uncommon. That's common. There we go. Nice and easy fix. All right, come on. Yeah, all right, cool. So we have the total locations. We have common, uncommon, and rare. This is more for debugging purposes than anything. I don't need them all split up, but when I was starting this, I had no idea what would be happening or what the system would be. Okay, so far that's working. So now we need to get down to the nitty-gritty. So I'm gonna make some real simple code now in the move to loot location. So we're going down here to looting strategy. So if it's stealthy looting, we need to get 3 to 4 commons, 1 to 2 uncommons, and 0 rares. Now this list is unique per squad. Ah, poop. I feel like an idiot right now. Oh boy. Okay, so I am doing this right now in the soldier class with the move to loot location, and that's not going to work because say I've got a squad of 4, it's going to do this list 4 times, and it doesn't need to do the list 4 times because it should only be one list that the entire squad is listening to. All right. Great. Let's just put it in squad manager. That's going to become big. It's okay. I'll refactor it later. Put it down here. And this is going to need a little bit of a rewrite. Yep, generate loot locations list. We're going to call that function. No, we're going to generate it just once for the squad. Okay. So we've got the this doesn't even need to be public. Clean it up later. Okay. This is combat personality and loot route generation personality. Okay, cool. Let's do this. All right, so we've got this, and that is here. So we're going to pass that in. We should just be able to do it like this then, right? Shouldn't need squad manager because we're already in squad manager. Okay, so we pass through the looting strategy, and what we're going to do is we're going to call this in. Let's take a look. Start. Create loot locations list AI. Wow, what is that? What is this old code looking at me for? It's the old code. Ah, now I remember what it was. This just literally, this is just fill. This fills up the list, I think. Let's see what happens if I just do this. God, what was I doing? All right, this shouldn't work now, if I'm correct. This shouldn't populate with the lists. It did. Okay. So then I'm misreading it. All load cold, people. Okay. Let's just check this one out again. Because I need to know that what I'm doing here. Locations to go to list AI.clear. Filter this list later by behavior of squad like aggressive, cautious. God, I already wrote this maybe a month ago. Outwitted myself. Did I do this yesterday? God, I'm so my brain is shot. Locations to go to list AI is add. Now we have the locations list. Is that what we're doing here? Locations manager, locations list. Okay. All right. Just going to start from scratch again. Okay, so I'm going to make a, just for now, public list of type location. Generated loot locations list. What an exciting name. Equals new list of type location. Okay. I'm just starting from the beginning. Okay. We're going to go here and we clear it. Okay. All right. So I first need to get that entire list, all the locations, and let's just close these guys up. I don't need those right now. So make it easy to see. Okay, there we go. That's gonna be easier to go through. All right, so this, I don't remember what I did this for. Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna generate it without that. So what we're gonna do is, whoops, we're gonna this is just bad actually. Probably gonna cause an error up here. There we go. Like I just need to go backwards. I shouldn't need this. I need to find out where this is getting populated from. Right, that's just happening with the locations manager itself. Great. How did this work again? Locations equals game objects, find game objects. Okay, so what we do is we fill a list by finding all the game objects with the tag location. Cool. We clear all three lists. We go through the, okay, so we've just filled that list up. We get its length. We set the location to null. And we add in a transform there. Yes, we're adding a transform. Okay, been a while. We're adding a transform because the transform holds the location script. And I just want to access the transform because it's also got the positional data and all the basic stuff. It's just the top in the hierarchy. Cool. Okay. All right. So let's go back. Slow going tonight, people. If you're patient enough to watch this, all good. All right, so we're going to be working now in Squad Manager. So this I'm just going to leave for now. We're just going to start from scratch. Okay. So I should have the whole location, locations list, right? So here we say, where do I do it? Okay, it's because I'm just not using it. So we get a locations manager in start, and it should be filled up in a wake. Okay, cool. All right, so we've got a locations manager. Let's just check I've got everything. All right, let's just go here and just say for. I know you can do this in fancy ways. I just don't want to do it right now. Locations manager dot locations list dot count. And I'm just going to say debug.log just to check. Location plus I. Yeah, location plus I plus. Let's just do it like this. Start on public. Oh, no. Okay, so that's locations list. That's at the type transform. Get component location, and then get the. Whoops, missing something there. Let's just see that this is working. Location, locations manager. Okay. What did I mess up? Oh yeah, I ripped this out and put it into squad manager. Okay. And I've probably got to call the script. That would also be handy, right? There we go. Generate the locations list. I'm going to go into start, and we're only going to do it if it's an AI. Okay. And we need to pass in the looting strategy. No? What's wrong, man? Ah, it's probably because it's here. All right. Just need to clear all that up. I'm just going to get confused later. Okay. So we're going to go here. I'm going to say looting strategy. So it's actually this one, AI squad looting strategy. I'm correct. Cool. Okay, there we go. Common loot, common loot, common loot. Great. Okay. Hello world. It's all talking to each other. That's great. Now we can start doing the good stuff. Okay, so that's a good way to remove stuff from a list. So with this, I want to remove all the rare things, right? Now the thing is, I'm not sure how to approach this. It's like I could get the common and the uncommon list and slap one list behind the other. There's a lot of different ways to do this later on, like only common and uncommon, only common, only uncommon, only rare. So I think subtraction from a list is the best thing. Let's see how we're gonna do it. Well, God, 2013, too long ago. Sorry, I didn't know this. I didn't have this over there. I think it's just remove. I think that's just it. So I actually want to make a new list, right? Yeah, okay. So this might be the most horrible example of code, but that's okay. So let's just say here, if locations manage.locations list I dot I already wrote it here. Dot location. God, what a load of code. Dot location type equals it's public location type. Location type. Okay. There we go. All right. Wow, what a lot of to system index. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Oh, there's 2 dots. Why? Okay, great. Okay, so this is basically if it's common. You know, everyone, I'm not used to coding and talking on the stream. I think I'm just no different than anybody else. You know, there's some people out there like super godlike coders. You know, and, I don't think I am. Just have perseverance and get stuff done. So anyway, I'll stop being nervous and anxious on stream. You know, it's the first time I've been doing all of this since I've been working on the game. So let's try and just add something to the list. So we've got that list here, right? Generated loot locations list dot add. Because we just want to add the transform. Why am I doing type location? The location script is on the transform, and I want to just get all of that juicy information like position and stuff like that and everything. Okay. So we go down here and we say just add, you know, if it's common or uncommon. We're just going to grab them all for now. Add this, please work. Oy. All right. And I think I made the generated loot locations list public just so I can watch it, basically, in a debugger. There we go. Generated loot locations list. So this should only be filled with common and uncommon stuff. Cool. All right. Thank you, DeSoto123. Yeah, multitasking is hard. Normally, if I'm coding and talking, it's with a beer or two in my hand at a demo party with some of my friends from the demo scene, asking why doesn't this work or why is vector math so hard. So yeah, okay, but this is cool. So this works. So I'm gonna just write really rough pseudocode now. So this is going to be if it's stealthy looting. Let me just comment this out for now, and then we're going to go here and we're going to say else if the looting strategy is, I don't even know what the options are anymore, mixed looting. And we're going to go here, duplicate code time, people, duplicate code time. So I just want to get it roughly working. Okay, and then here we're going to say, well, that's the thing. This guy does all three. It's cool. Let's do this. I've got to figure out the numbers, the way to do this, basically. I've got like 1 or 2 ideas. We'll see. So go here. Worry about it later. Rare loots. Okay. All right. There we go. So that's going to get all 3. And if they're aggressive, then they are not going to get any common loot at all. And there's ways to do this better later. These guys go for the better stuff. All right. So let me just check this works. I'm going to go to squad manager, stealthy looting. Cool. Just double check. Just takes 1 minute. Common, uncommon. Great. Yeah, I could move this below that list, but everything to make it the main options for the squad manager. I just want to keep it at the top. So there should be all 3. Common, uncommon, rare. Cool. Last one. Go to rare. Okay, rare and uncommon. Cool. All right. Little steps, little steps. Okay. So that I don't need anymore. I know that works. I'll just keep it lying around for now because it makes me feel warm and fuzzy. No, put a little gap in between. So basically, I've got to come up with a way I want to come up with a simple, elegant way to be able to say like this. If it's stealthy, get 3 to 4 commons, 1 to 2 uncommons. Now I don't have to do this anymore because that's just done with this if check here. So I could just basically do some kind of check here right now where, okay, so we're going to do it there. We're going to do it like locally for this because I just want to write 3 blocks of code. I'm not trying to write optimized stuff right now. I was feeling, oh, people should see me write optimized code. God, no. Code that works first. So let's break this down from the simple parts. We've got stealthy looting. So we want to do like 3 to 4 commons. So let's just generate a random number with a min and a max of 3 and 4. Yeah, let's do that. Int total common loot locations equals, is it just random? I always forget this, random dot range. Why do I always forget this? Random dot, is it math f dot, wow, I never remember this. Random dot, okay, Control Shift F. Just find an example where I've used it before. Current project, find all common. It is random dot range. Why am I not getting any autocomplete? Am I missing an include? Let's look at this. Here we go, random dot range, Unity Engine. Am I using Unity Engine now? I think I am. Yeah, okay. All right. So let's just see if this throws an error. Is it because it's not allowed to be an int? Between Unity Engine Random and System Random. Okay, great. And I am using the system, so I've got to be very specific here with what I'm doing. So let's just do this. Unity Engine Random range. Okay, I want to check I've got this overloaded function with ints. That's float. Int, min exclusive, max exclusive. Okay, let's just say 3 and 4. And this would be nice later because it sounds daft, but I'd like to be able to make this a little bit different, like say 2 to 4. And you know, it'd be really nice in my head to have like 3 stealthy squads, and because there's just all these little differences in how this is all put together, they're not all going to be following that same route, which is in my head what I'm totally trying to avoid. So I want to just check that this is working. Debug.log random blah, and we're going to say total common loop locations, and let's just make it a bigger number just so I can check what that's going to be. All right. Funny guy. Ah, okay, I think I know what I'm doing. It's meant to be stealthy, but I don't think I put the squad manager. There we go. Stealthy looting. Okay. Random blah 2. If I get one different number now, which might not happen because it's random, the same number can repeat, then I'm gonna, there we go, great. Okay, that is working. Right, so I'm gonna put it on 3 to 4. Okay, so that's the total common loot locations, and actually, nah, come on, Mark, you can do better than this. Let's put it there. I don't know. Yeah, let's just do it like this for now. I can tweak these numbers, make it mind that flight. Total uncommon loot locations. I'm just going to work on the stealthy one for now and then figure out the system later. So that would be 1 to 2 uncommons, and then we're going to do total rare loot locations because I want to write these to be usable later on by the other squad types. I'm just going to put it on 0, 2 right now. I think I'd normally just put these all as 0 and then just reassign them later, but I just don't care right now. I'll just do it like this. I've got to keep remembering to look over here in case I'm going to be missing anybody. To all the people that are tuned in, thanks for following what I'm doing. It's nice, even though it's a bit quiet. No problem. Please say stuff like, you talk too much, code more, or this or that, and I'll see if I can pick it up out of the corner of my eye. Okay, so there we go. All right. I need to split this up. Yeah. Okay. So I think, right? I think what I've got to do is say if the loot type is common loot and total common loot locations is greater than 0, we do this, and if we've had a common loot location, then we say total common loot locations minus equal 1. I think, let's try it out. Let's do the same here with this stuff. And total uncommon loot locations is greater than 0. total uncommon loot locations decrement by 1. Whoops. Don't want that too. Gonna just dump this down here for now. Get out of here. Okay. Let's just test this with 1, 2. Then I'm going to increment the number, make it bigger. Yeah, okay. Let's try it out. Generated loot locations list, common, uncommon. That looks good. Okay. And if I put in 3, 4. Actually, let's just make it a bit more variant. Let's make it 2, 4. Otherwise, it's like a 50-50, 50-50 chance. And it's harder to see what's coming out there. Okay, so we got 3 commons, 1 uncommon. Cool. Two commons, 1 uncommon. Two commons, 1 uncommon. Is there something with like, even the reason I'm using the integer random version number is because I don't want to have this problem that I'm never going to get 2 uncommon loot locations. Yeah, total uncommon loot locations is 1 to 2. I would expect this to give me a 2. At some point, though, when you're flipping heads or tails, you know, you could get 10 in a row. 1. I have to see 2 uncommon there before I carry on. Otherwise, I'm like, what's wrong with this random range function? Hey, come on. How hard can this be? I mean, I have 3 uncommon loot locations. Okay. What? Okay, if this would be like flipping a coin, I've just got heads like 9 or 10 times in a row. That doesn't make any sense. Or I'm just the worst, unluckiest person with randomness during a live stream. All right, let's try something else then. I mean, hold up. Min exclusive, max exclusive. What's the overload? No, okay. So if I put it on 3, does it ever do 2? Will it ever do 3? Find out in next week's episode of Mark trying to get a random number generator to work correctly. Now I got 2. I have to add 1 to the highest number? No, right? That cannot be it. 1, okay. Come on, man. What is this? 1, sure. 1, 2, 3. 33% chance to get it. 2. I'm going to leave it like this and wonder why later. Because I don't want to get like stuck on this one little thing for now. It's not the most important thing. Okay. Could be a problem. Could do with a float. Don't care right now. 2 to 4. Okay. Let's leave it at that. So now we've got that. I'm not going to do this part right now. I want to focus on this. This is like enough to get working. So now I have this finished generated loot list, but it's unsorted. Okay, So I only used sorting functions on C#/.NET a while ago, and I've completely forgotten what I did with it and how I did it. So let's find it, because I know I did it somewhere. It was with this cover system. Here we go. All right. How did I do this? What was it again? Okay, cover sort function by distance. All right. Sorting function. Thank God for comments, right? Sorting function to pass into link sort list sorts based upon distance. Okay. How did I do this? All right, so I have a list of cover spots. Yeah. And we have to get the closest random target. How did I do this? Like, you do not want to know how long this took to set up. It's big right now. Basically, this whole script is when the AI is in combat, how it plans moving from one cover location to another, and it's quite a lot. It has to be, because it has to know if it's in low cover, if it's in high cover, if the cover that it's at is actually visible to an enemy or not. It has to be able to look at the cover around it and then pick a different direction if it takes too much damage, or if it's outnumbered from the front and stuff like that. So that's a huge amount of code. And I ain't refactoring yet because I keep tweaking it all the time, and it's just so interconnected. So anyway, back to this. We write and that moves it inside of the list. Okay, let's just and then we have cover spots. Okay, let me just do this. I've just got to read this. List cover spots, cover spots. Yeah, okay. Where's this used? And there we use the cover spots list. Yeah, this is where we add all this stuff. Cover spots list, that was just transform, type transform, right? That was actual of the type cover spot. Cover transform, and it holds distance to soldier. Okay. So that would mean that I've got to add in the location class a distance to a point. And I don't want to do that, because that is not at all relevant to the location. That's really got nothing to do with it. But if I don't do that, then I've got to keep track of two lists, and I hate keeping track of two lists. And that when one gets sorted, you somehow got to sort the other one the same way. So I'm not going to do that. So we're just going to do it. And we're going to say, let's just make it public. Distance to I'm trying to come up with a good variable now. Distance to position, check. Maybe not the best one. We're going to make it a float. Okay, and this can change. This can be updated. So we've got to iterate over this list and update that. Okay. Let me just write a comment. This is used in the squad manager script and updated to sort the list based on last spawn point or the free position of the previous loot location, which was added to the generated loot locations list in Squad Manager. Okay. So first of all, let's just sort that list. I am just gonna, I could go in here now and add, so I could say, hey, what's the distance right now from this squad manager position? And I could then add that to the location script. And I could do that here, and then later on it would happen 3 times. I'm just gonna make it a bit bigger, and I'm just gonna throw another for loop at it. I'm just gonna say that is done with the logic. This is great. This is to filter things out. Let's just throw a different for loop at it. A friend of mine from the demo scene, Rick, said if you didn't fix it, you didn't throw enough for loops at it. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna say now we get the generated loot locations list dot count. That should now be there. We need to write the sorting function for it. Just going to copy this. I'm just going to get it working. Let's go down here. Sort space upon distance. All right. So this should actually be A. Let's go here. Distance to position check. Okay, wow, why is that happening? Where's distance to soldier? Where are you? Yeah, great. Like I said, it was edge. Of the type cover spot. We're passing in a transform. Oh, God. That could end up becoming really big right now. Okay, I don't care. Let's just code it. All right, so we're going to pass in the transforms. So I want to keep it as transforms. I just want to keep that top-down hierarchy there. So we have this basically. It's just get component location. Let's just try this. A dot get component. Is it the prettiest way of doing it? No. Location dot that looks good. Okay. Clean it up later. Really don't care right now. And then it's just basically greater than. Okay. It's been a while. Okay. How did it feel? Like I said, I'd never really used this before. It's actually really powerful. I remember when I was reading it at one point, clicked, and I was like, oh god, that's brilliant. And there's so many different ways you can sort things based upon all the attributes of a class. It's absolutely brilliant. Because if you're doing such as traditional arrays, you're just jumping through so many hoops. And as always, it's like, oh, I want to build a game and I want to get results. And oh, am I going to now study this C#.NET thing for the next 3 days and not get anything done? No, got enough of it working. Off we go. Let's do this. So let's do this. Let's see if we've got this working. So it's just sort, and then we pass in this here. So that's where we're going to calculate the distance, right? And then here we're going to go to the generated locations list.sort, and then we're going to sort by distance. And here I just want to assign the distance attribute to the location class on the transform. It's very hard to talk and do this, but I'm getting into it now. Okay, so I've got some code lying around for that. Where move to loop location. Don't need to write it all from scratch. I need to make a new variable here. That's a good one. So we're going to go here and we're going to say generated loop locations list I dot get components type location, and then we want to assign the distance to the position check equals, okay. And what we need to do is we need to have like just a position that we check the distance from. So at the very beginning, that this distance is the squad manager. And once we've updated this list later, it becomes the position that we're checking against becomes the new loop location, because we want to plug a route to a route to a route to a route, not just constantly from 0, you know, to say it that way. So we need a vector3 to do this, and we need to initialize it up here. Vector3. Whoa. Position of current loop location. Position of current loop location for distance check. Let's just make it really obvious. Equals 0. All right. Actually, no, it's explicitly created a 0. So we're going to go here. And we only use it with the AI section. So we're going to go down here and we're going to say in start, the position of that is equal to the squad manager position. Let's debug this to just check it's right. I love this stuff. It's really fun. All right. So if we look at the position of the squad manager, 32A by 362.25, what are the errors, guys? Oh yeah, this one. I'm not using it right now. Yep, 328 minus 365. Okay, so that's initialized correctly. Cool. Okay, so what we want to do is now we get that. Where did I put it? Here. Right, so we're going to get that. Don't need you. Oh, well, hold it. Control. Is this word thing? Sometimes it doesn't copy if you've done Control L. Okay, so the position of the current loot location for distance check is the squad position at the beginning. We're going to go here. So we need to get, I'm going to just do it where it's this position of the squad at the beginning. And we're going to get the generated locations list per point. And then we're going to say its position. Do I have to do transform? Let's just do transform.position to be sure. Okay. And I'm just going to old school just check that I get a lot of different numbers here. You know someone's getting tired when they can't type debug log correctly. Oh wow, yeah, I've not done it as a variable, right? Let's just do it. Float distance from current loot location to current loot location to. That is just horrible. I'm just typing this. Distance equals. I'll just make this better later. No worries. 1 minute. Distance from current to next loot location. And that's really not a good name, but it's okay. I know what it's doing right now. I'll live with it. Okay, yeah. Clean that up. All right, this becomes a lot easier now. Just want to open the local scope. Cool. I just want to see a lot of different distances there, basically. So let me check this. Squad manager. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locations. Well, why did I type in I? That's what I said. Getting tired. Pause it. Okay. I think I already sorted it, right? Could be. All right. I do need the name. Cool. Let's do that. So we're going to say I should just manually be able to check this by eye, like. So I've got a distance measurer built in my brain. Yeah. All right. Thanks, DeSoto. Do I know you in real life? Okay, I don't know if you heard that. Okay, hold it. Hey, the Toto, do I know you in real life? And I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. All right, let me just check this out. So hold it, what is it doing here? Let me check this out. So uncommon. Of course, it's picking random cover here. All right, let's take a look. Common loot location. That is this one. There. It says that is 128 units away. That's pretty on point. All right. And then common loot location 1. How is that having? Oh, that's brilliant. Look, I forgot. I have 2 of these overlapping each other. Wow. Okay, so I do think it's working correctly. Let's try it one more time. All right, come on. Let's do this. So we have common loot location 1. Where is that? That's that. And now the distance is 103. Oh, no, hold it, this one. 128. Great. That looks correct. Common loot location 1. That's her. Is that okay? Oh, okay. There's something for another time. I know it's always going to pick these 2. Because it's just picking the first ones in the list. So what I need to do is I need to say, oh, that part where I filter it out and then say, if it's common, add it to the generated list. If it's uncommon, add it to the generated list. If it's rare, don't add it. So what I need to do is I need to get that common list and I need to shuffle it. And then those first 2 or 3 or 4 that I'm going to grab, that's when it's mixed up. Note for next time. Not important right now. Let's just type it in. Each of the 3 lists should be shuffled before getting them and adding them to the and each of the 3 lists should be shuffled before getting them and adding them to the generated loot list. Okay. I think DeSoto did a runner. He's looking around. It's all good. More the merrier. All right. Okay. Where was I? Okay. So let's just check this out. We're getting there. Why did I clear the log? Why did I clear the log? Okay. All right. So yeah, we know this one is 128, and we know that one is 103, and that didn't change. Common loot location 1, which is there. Okay. So now we have common loot location 2. Where's that? And that's a distance of 75. Makes sense. Then we have uncommon loot location. This one. Where are you, buddy? There. 54. Okay. All right. This is looking good. And just to like double, triple check this, I'm just going to be really lazy and just get this. And I'm not assigning any distance now. I just want to like print them all out. And let's check its distance. And basically they should all be lowest to highest if that's starting. Function worked correctly. So if the sorting function here, sort by distance, sort list by distance, if that's correct, what we should see is this first list that it prints with the numbers in a different order than the distance, and the second iteration of it should be lowest to highest. If not, I've got to tweak the numbers around in that sort by distance function. Okay. Right, I've got to make that a little bit more unique. Let's just add a split in between the, so I know what's going on. Otherwise it's a bit hard to read. So here we have the list with them as they're added to the generated loot list. We use the sorting function, the link sorting function on the list, and now it's going from low to high, which is great. And the cool part is now this sorting function here, this can just be used to update the current position, remove one from the list, and then check again. So basically that will allow us to do something like, out of the list that we've got, it could go like 1, 2, 3, 4, get out. But then it could say 1, 2, 3, 4, get out, don't know. So this is actually pretty good. But the thing I'm realizing right now, obviously, is I'm tired. It's been a real long day. Sorry I keep saying that. It's like I'm running on fumes. I think this is all correct, right? But what we're going to need is, we're going to need a navigation debugger. So I've already got like one of those built with the guys here, right? So if you see them running around, that white line there, that's a navigation debugger, you know, so it plots a path somewhere, and then it basically draws lines from one place to the other. It plots the path basically. So this is the way to debug what is going on basically. So I will need to add something like that for this route planner basically, which I'm not going to do now because it's not finished yet. Basically, it needs to still have that last piece of logic put in there. So it's been an hour and a half stream now. I should stop being so apologetic that I think it's taken a long time because, you know, I've not done this stuff before. So, you know, who knows how long it takes. Sometimes it goes quick, sometimes it goes slow. So I've already decided tomorrow I'm just going to do another stream. And I'm just going to carry on exactly from where I am right now. I might do some cleanup on the code and stuff. I think that's a good idea to do in between streams. And I'm really happy with how it went tonight. You know, this might not be the best approach to do it, but it's the one that came up as the one that seems to be the best out of the 3 possibilities that I'd considered so far, because I really would like to keep it simple and elegant, you know, and if I've got this tidied up later, this is not going to be a crazy amount of code for something like this. And, you know, I could move it off into another class and another component and stuff. But right now, I just want to keep it all under one HUD so it's possible to read well. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm just, hold it. Wait a minute. Just looking around. Okay, seriously, like, are these people in the stream right now, or are they bots? Because there are just like plenty of these like streamer girls with like looking like they're from an anime thing. I just discovered I can like click on their picture. So that could explain that when I said, can somebody say hi? nothing happened. Like, maybe I'm just a complete Twitch noob and I have no idea how this goes, and everybody's a bot except DeSoto. Anyway, so I'm gonna stream again tomorrow. It's going to be 7 or 8. I'll update it on the schedule on my Twitch page. I'm also going to post it on Twitter like I normally do. That's pretty much where I announce it. This stream, in case you missed any of it, will of course be uploaded to YouTube. I am thoroughly enjoying sharing what I've been working on for a while now. In this way, it's nice, basically. So yeah, I hope all of you are safe, including all of you anime bots over there that I just noticed in OBS when I clicked the profile picture with the stream chat. And hopefully I'll see some people tomorrow. If not, and you would still like to check out what it is that I've come up with tomorrow, you can just check out the YouTube channel. All right, ladies, gentlemen, and other human beings, have a good one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see you soon. Bye.